Hey guys, it's Jen. It is Sunday, so I am grocery shopping and back in the dog section here to dog a little on creamers. So one thing that people ask a lot once they join me is, do they have to give up their coffee? Do they have to give up their creamer? And the short answer is no. You can make this journey go as quickly as you want, and sometimes there are selections that you can have that you can use. I do just want to encourage you that if you're coming into a weight loss or a health journey and you're focusing on what you can't have or what you're not willing to give up, it's going to be a lot harder for you. So I just want to encourage you to go with a more flexible mindset and be open to trying new things and focus really on everything you're going to gain, everything that you're going to have, as opposed to looking at what you might have to give up. But that being said, there are some healthy options, there are some choices that you can go, and I was just going to share a couple of them with you when it comes what to look for. So when you're looking at your creamer, now I used to put 6 Splenda and 4 Mini Moos into my coffee. Now if I have coffee, I love it black. I didn't go there overnight, just like I didn't evict 120 pounds overnight. I promise you, it's not that I did some big drastic thing overnight. It is that I took seemingly small choices and just stayed with it for the last 3.5 years and just kept learning and being open and finding those positive things and finding those things I can add. And for me, that first started with cutting back my Splenda and Mini Moos, and then I changed it to almond milk, and then I changed it to just black coffee. But I want to go over some of the choices. And so one thing that I want to encourage you is those things that are probably in your office, in the office kitchen, and that are in the powdered section, they're really mostly a no-go. There's not really any dairy or real product, really like real anything in it. It's mostly hydrogenated oils and sugars just to make things taste good. So I want to encourage you to get out of the powdered section. That being said, there is a layered superfood powder that I did have when I was in Oregon, and I actually kept the little packet because it was actually really good. You can grab it on Amazon, so I'll share with you that. Something else to look for, Wegmans has it, or you can go online to Amazon again, is coconut milk powder or a coconut cream powder. The coconut cream powder is super good. It'll make it really, really frothy and creamy if you like your coffee creamy. But again, I just want to encourage you that when you're thinking about when you're going to enjoy something silly, there's so many choices now, right? I went to the coffee section, and the coffee creamer section, there's like 3 cases of different flavored coffees. My encouragement is if you're on a health journey and you want to enjoy a peanut butter cup or an Oreo cookie or a caramel and something, enjoy the actual caramel and the actual cookie and just eat it slowly and track it and look at how it is. Don't go and just have it every day, because I find both for myself and my clients, those who start off with the really sugary, fun, silly drinks and coffee creamers, that ends up having a craving for more, and you end up reaching for more to satisfy that tooth craving. And so we'll find out why here in a little bit. So some things to look for, and I don't want to try to get kicked out with brands or anything, but the ingredients, when you're looking at the ingredients, the first ingredients are the ones that are contained the most in the product. So you want the good stuff, the stuff that's real, to be up front. In this case, your ingredients are water, sugar, vegetable oil, and then it goes into list a whole bunch of other stuff. Lots and lots of things. There's also artificial flavors and things like that in here. So as well as the carrageenan, which carrageenan is like a part of seaweed, and it's actually just like a filler. It's not really used in too many things anymore, but that actually can really upset your stomach, and it interferes with your gut health and at being able to absorb and pull things out. So if it has the carrageenan in it and it has 10-15 ingredients in it, I would not recommend getting that. There are some soy options that, again, soy, there are some people that stay away from soy because of the estrogen. However, if it's non-GMO, you're just using a little bit. There are some soy options, some So Delicious soy options that are really not bad as far as a creamer goes. Again, what I want to bring your attention to is the serving size is 1 tablespoon. And so what I challenge you is, if you're looking to lose weight, you're looking to get healthier, I want you to actually measure how much creamer you're putting in your coffee, because this has 3 grams of sugar for 1 tablespoon. You're probably putting 3 or 4 tablespoons in at a time. That's 12 grams of sugar. And according to the American Heart Association, which it is still Heart Health Month, I think every month and every day is Heart Health Month, because without our hearts, like, we'd be struggling, right? So, but an average woman, 25 grams of sugar is your intake for the day. Now, considering the food industry adds sugar to almost everything, not to mention we do have some sugary treats and things that we enjoy, you're looking at 3 times 4 tablespoons, you're looking at 12 grams of sugar in just your coffee. That's 1/3 of your day's intake in just what seems like a nothing. And so I know, like I shared, sometimes people are just stuck so tight in, like, I don't want to give up my coffee, I don't want to give up my creamer. But if you're like 5, 10, 15 pounds from your goal, that seemingly small choice could be what is holding you back from your goal. And what if you just cut it in half or gave it up for a year and you evicted that 15 pounds? Like, how would you feel? But you got to be willing to do it for a year. When I went into the nut section options, I did find seemingly some really good choices for you. There's something called nut pods. Again, these are at Wegmans, and they have the purified water, coconut cream, almonds, and some gums. So this is like, the coconut cream is going to make it creamy. The sugar is really, really super low. It's not any added sugar in it. So again, I would recommend the nut pods. Now, something else, and for a later shopping cart Sunday, there is like a caramel flavored one, and it has naturally flavored caramel. So let me tell you about naturally flavored, because naturally flavored is a really big hit word that a lot of people are seeing all over the place right now in their food, and that's actually not federally regulated. So to be able to put naturally flavored on an ingredient or on your product, the first ingredient needs to be natural. So if it's naturally flavored caramel, the first ingredient needs to be caramel, but there's no limit to how many chemicals or other additives you can have in that. So it can get really tricky and dicey as far as what doesn't have to be in the ingredient label when it comes to naturally flavored. So that's a trigger word. I want you to start questioning if you really want something that's naturally flavored, because there could be some other stuff hiding in it. But the original nut pad looked like a really great option. And then I shared last week, I get a little upset with marketing, because you see something, it's like leaner, creamer, the healthier choice. And so I grabbed it thinking it was going to be a healthy choice. And when I flip on the back, the second ingredient is maltodextrin, which we talked about last week. Maltodextrin is the worst kind of fake sugar you can have. So even though the front label and the price makes you think you're making a healthy choice, really is not worth it when it comes down to it. Something else I want to encourage you to look at is, just because the front says keto friendly or MCT friendly or something like that, zero, I'm really suspicious of the zero. Whenever something says it's 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 anything, and it's something with flavor and something that tastes yummy and sugary and sweet, I would be really suspicious. And that's where you can find those things in the ingredient label that you probably really shouldn't have. So there are some healthy choices in here. You can, again, also go to your whole milk, go to your almond milk, go to the least ingredients, and start adding that. But I want to at least have you start to look at how many tablespoons of creamer you're adding to your cup of coffee, and then do the math and see how much sugar you're getting in that coffee. And is it worth it? Is it worth it? If you were to give half that up, or give all of it up for a year, and you evicted that 5 to 15 pounds you've been holding on to, would it be worth it? And like I said in the beginning, I just want to encourage you, if there's something on your list like, Jen, I want to lose weight, but I'm not giving this up, I'm telling you, it's that seemingly small choice that you refuse to give up that might be holding you back. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I would love to help you out, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday.